Thank you very much, Rima. Merci infiniment à Serge, et Rima et Michael et tout le monde ici de votre accueil chaleureux à Willis College, une institution éducationnelle historique au Canada, the oldest Canadian career college. And what a wonderful success story. Founded in 1895, more than 100,000 students have received relevant skills training here at Willis College over the past century, all the entire time right here in downtown, right adjacent to our nation's capital. So I'm excited to see that you are moving forward into new frontiers that are really relevant to the economy of the future, thanks in part to Fortinet and the investment that they are announcing today. I'm really pleased to have accepted this, or to have received this invitation to participate from the National Association of Career Colleges, a key partner in addressing the labor shortages of the future, the skills gap of the future. You know, the private career colleges in Canada are unsung heroes in our educational system. They typically don't get any public support. If they do not provide programs that are relevant to bright young people like this, and to employers who actually create jobs, they go out of business. It's just that simple. There's no guaranteed subsidy or paycheck for anyone in the private career college sector. These are institutions like Willis College, that have to adapt and innovate and provide relevant programs that lead students to real jobs, as Rima said. And that is exactly what we need to do in our economy, because everywhere I go, I hear from employers that the #1 challenge they are facing now, and will certainly face in the future, is that of skills shortages, or a mismatch of skills. L'inquiétude, la préoccupation principale des employeurs avec qui je rencontre est celle d'une pénurie des habilités dans notre économie. Et donc, il faut que tout le monde, il faut que le fédéral, le provincial et tout notre système d'éducation travaillent ensemble pour mieux préparer les Canadiens pour les emplois de l'avenir. And I cannot think of a better example of the jobs of the future than those that are being created by Fortinet, because as Michael has told us, there is a very dynamic and growing demand for internet security services, for IT security services that Fortinet is addressing. And Michael, I hear what you just said, that you can't hire people fast enough. I hear that from employers in all sorts of businesses right across Canada, but I think that's a good problem to have. We just want to make sure that you have a solution to the good problem. And that solution, I think you are finding through your remarkable partnership here at Willis College. I think this is just like almost, I'll tell you, when you're in government, you hear a lot about problems, and some of them are, you can't easily resolve. It is so fantastic to see a private sector partnership between a cutting-edge employer and a successful private career college solving problems, taking Canadians who are unemployed or underemployed, providing them with relevant skills training in a timely way that leads directly to a first-rate job. I think this is just about as good as it gets. So let me thank Fortinet, let me thank Michael for your investment that you're launching here today in the expanded program for cybersecurity jobs through Willis College's Ottawa campus. Rima, let me thank Willis for being so open to these kinds of private sector partnerships. The Government of Canada is proud to support students at Willis through the Canada Student Loan Program, and we hope that with the launch of the Canada Jobs Grant, we can do even more. The whole idea of that Jobs Grant, Rima, is precisely to support programs like partnerships like this, where you have an employer who has a special skill set they need people trained for, who are willing to hire graduates from such a program. and who's investing in the training. We want to help match that. We want to facilitate that. We want to see a lot more success stories like this. We want to see fewer young Canadians or new Canadians or Aboriginal or disabled Canadians at the margins of the labor market, unemployed or underemployed. We want to see more of those people realizing their God-given potential and creating wealth and prosperity for themselves in our economy. And the way to do that is not through the government knows best kind of approach of the past, where governments would pick winners and losers for grants or subsidies or higher education funding, but rather where we empower the employers. These are the folks who actually take the risks. They actually create the jobs. They pay the payroll. They know better than anyone else. They know better than any big government bureaucracy who has the aptitude to work and who needs what skill set and which institutions can best deliver those skills. That's what we see here with today's announcement. That's exactly what the job grant wants to do. So hopefully we'll get this thing launched. I'll be meeting with my provincial counterparts on Friday in Toronto, and I hope that we can come to shortly to an agreement to deliver a concept like this job grant, an employer-led training program where the employers have real skin in the game, where they are making real investments in skills development like Fortinet is here today, where specific skill development programs are being supported by employers and by governments to leverage relevant training for the labor market. So thank you, merci infiniment de votre démarche, de votre exemple extraordinaire que je vais partager partout au Canada avec beaucoup de passion, parce que ce que vous faites ici aujourd'hui est franchement est la meilleure solution au défi économique principal de l'avenir, ça veut dire la pénurie de main-d'œuvre. So thank you very much for welcoming us, Rima. Thank you, Michael, to Fortinet for your generosity. It's not done out of, let's be honest, it's not generosity out of a sense of philanthropy or charity. It is a smart commercial decision for you to develop highly educated people who can fuel your company's growth. And to all of the students here, thank you for making the investment in your own skills development and education here. You're making the right choice, and we're proud of you and wish you every success. Merci beaucoup.